This week I finished reading Stephen King's novella, The Mist. This has been the first of King's stories that I have read. I'm not sure that reading such a short story was the best way to be introduced to King. I noticed that King has a tendency to go off on tangents when setting a scene, for example describing the recycling laws of the state of Maine in the early 1980s when he should be setting up the introduction of a horror story. As I alluded to, the story is a very compressed disaster and horror story. It deals with ideas like trauma and people's responses to it. However, because it takes place over such a short period of time, of a few days, it didn't work as well for me as I think it could have. I think it would have worked better over a period of a week or several weeks. I understand that King was using the increasing references to alcohol consumption as a way of suggesting that people in the supermarket had been traumatized by the world-shattering events and the violence they experienced, and were self-medicating through alcohol, but at points I found it a bit comical. Surely during the immediacy of events in the supermarket, the fight or flight instinct would force people to wish to stay as alert to danger as possible. The story is excellent and well written, but I did find these small points to nitpick. Where I would compliment King is in his understanding that the real threat comes from other intelligent humans rather than unknowable alien creatures. He manages to create an understandable monster in the form of religious fanaticism, which is much more frightening to the reader. Also, his decision to several times reference the protagonist's anxieties for the safety of his child was an excellent technique in causing the readers to experience the natural feelings of dread when a child's safety is mentioned. I would recommend this book to horror fans. It was probably the most realistic description of how people would react to the Lovecraftian monsters.